Alright, greetings and salutations everyone. Oh, I didn't have my picture on earlier today. Hi everyone. Greetings and salutations. Today's little video here is going to be the ever full Flagon quest. There's a handful of quests in House Kandaric that are in that level 5 to 7 range, and we're just going to knock those out. I actually had started this one and then I realized I hadn't hit the record button, so we're going to do it again. Yeah, huzzah. As always, these are taken as part of my Twitch stream, so if you would like to catch the videos live, I would recommend following my Twitch page. If you're watching live on Twitch and you'd like to watch these videos in the past and see which ones I have done guides for, that's what all these are intended to be, I would recommend that you check out my YouTube channel. Both of those things are either YouTube or twitch.tv respectively, /Samius Gurobo, SAMIUS GUROBO. What? Oh, there's a Reaper that saw us way down this hallway. That is not cool, bro. Alright, so this quest, the big trick to this quest is the fact that it's 1, a square, 2, every single corner has the same basic things. It's got some amount of traps that you can disable with a single trap box, and it's got a lever. And you basically go from room to room, cleaning out the corners to open the next section of the door. There, in between, there will be, I don't know, some amount of undead that you have to clean up. Usually there's like one human caster that if you knock him out quick enough, then the little zombies around the middle don't spawn. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward quest altogether. The end fight has a couple of complications to it, but it's not super difficult at all in my opinion. I'm not going to bother with breakables and stuff in this quest. I should take a look at my Artie dog and see if it's big enough to handle such a thing. We do now have enough action points in our Inquisitive tree that our auto search is up and running, and that makes a big difference. Just to kind of like put the time, you know, why it's not been a focus the time in the quest, but we have been taking note of it. Alright, here's the shrine. I usually open the shrine door just on the safe side. Somewhere there's like 2 collectibles. I can never remember where. I always have to look. But they're up against that wall. But for the most part, again, very simple quest. It's not a lot of experience. If you have 2 people, you can kind of split up and run different directions. If you don't have trapping skills, I believe you can drink a potion pot, and it won't protect you all the way, but it helps. And then, yeah, behind this wall is another couple of trap boxes, if I remember right. I think is there 2? Or is there just 1? I thought there was 2. Yeah, here's the other one on the other side of the wall. It's trying to trick me. And you can loot your junk chest. And then we have one more room. Yeah, one more room. The other thing to keep in mind is that normally, because it is a big square, you do not have to you don't have to clean out all 4 sides. You have to clean out all 4 corners, but you don't have to do like the east side, the north side, the south side. And since you start in the middle, you can leave part part of it behind. In this case, we couldn't do that because a Reaper saw us down here on this southwest corner of the map and pulled those guys over. But had that not happened, you would be able to avoid at least a few baddies.
The last of the race fades into nothingness, and suddenly the air gains back a measure.
So like I'm going to continue to run as if I didn't know that those guys that would normally be in this area of the map were already taken care of. Start with the arcane skeletons. It just makes your life easier if your spellcasters are gone. Same thing really with that white priest. But if the soulless one gets in your grill, you may have to finish it early. It can neg level, so keep that in mind. And we're going to either recall or run back out to the west to get back out of here. Again, with 2 people, it's much quicker. And if you do it at level, it's more experience. But again, level 5 is usually taken up by knocking out 3-row cove, or level 7, which would be where you would do level 5s, are usually taken up by doing 3-row cove quests. If you were to come out here before 3-row cove, then obviously that makes a lot of sense. Right, next on my list, I almost always do the Lair of Summoning next. I'm not sure why. It's just part of how I kind of go through here. Now this quest has 2 paths. I probably won't show both all the way, but I'll show part of... I'll show a significant portion of both sides. So this right here is a poison trap. As you can tell, drink a poison, jump through, poison on this side, wham bam, not a big deal. Then there'll be 3 earth elementals right here. Out of this, almost one always turns out to be awesome, aka the champion. I don't think it actually matters if you're off the ground while fighting elementals, but I always feel better. And then right here, there's some electric traps, some lightning traps. I recommend you jump up on top of this thing and jump over. Disable, disable, open this lock. And then this is a bit of a physical shortcut to the next part. Now, rewind. Instead of going this direction, let's go this way. Let's see what's what. Some trash mobs. A chest. This chest will close, and there's all sorts, or walls will close, and there's all sorts of methods in here. I usually don't recommend that you come in here and do this. If you decide that you do want to do this, I would recommend that you walk around the edges and then get the control panel back here. More monsters that will neg level you. All these whites can neg level for days. And the chest is locked. I don't remember the chest being locked. DDO. So walk up there, then walk back a little bit. I don't know if you have to walk back, but I've always found that I've had to walk back to get that door to open. Scooting around. Obviously a secret door, 2 trolls. No brew though. Unfortunately, no brew. That's a pun to those of you who used to listen to my Magic the Gathering podcast with my friend Travis. Fortunately, he gave up Magic, so we really haven't done anything with it in ages. Alright. And I think most of these gargoyles come to life. I don't necessarily think all of them do, but yeah, I guess those guys do too. But I think most of them do. And then I believe, yeah, right here is that that other door that we were talking about. And as you can tell, it is also trapped. Traps are everywhere in this quest. It's a great quest if you want to be the trapper. Like we're already at 6 traps, I think. Counting this one. Add up really quick. This is probably one of the most dangerous parts of the quest. Is this sonic trap right here. Now even though I disabled one of the trap boxes, there's actually 2 trap boxes to finish shutting down this trap. And you have to jump through. For some people, it's a big deal to jump through traps. For others, not a big deal. I personally have always found it to be a little bit traumatic to jump through a trap. Obviously a shrine. I try to avoid this shrine because I have found that if you open that shrine, you can get things to spawn a little bit later in the quest, even though we're nearly at the end through that shrine. So like if you have to come back and go to that shrine, monsters will have spawned. You know, say like things get really crazy and you have a near party wipe and you have to come back, it can still get you. Alright, activating the summoning stone. This thing is kind of tricky. When you walk up here and get close enough to these sigils, the things will turn on. If you're not literally in and out, you will have a ding. And then this fire elemental also heals from the fire up there. So you do have to take your time to make sure that it gets down. All in all, this can be a very quick quest. Again, if you pick up one direction and run through it, it can be very, very fast. Not as good experience-wise as, say, like any of the Three Barrel Cove quests, but still very good. Excuse me. I didn't get a nap earlier tonight like I'd hoped. I know, I'm like ancient, right? I shouldn't need naps. This sets off a lightning trap. It's on this side. There's a lever on one of these 2 sides. I can never remember which side. It's on that one. Alright, here I'm going to tell you how I usually do it, or demonstrate how I usually do it, and then I'll probably do it not that way. But normally what I like to do is you can, if you're standing here where you disable this trap, you can highlight the lever. I like to just send my hireling to pull the lever. And then I get out of the quest, or carry on this direction and not worry about the rest of it. That being said, there are some goodies this way. including an optional or two. Again, I usually don't bother with this, but hey, Rhett, welcome to the stream. The more you can. I gotta clear these things. The more you know about quests, the more you can decide if you want to fiddle fart around with optionals or get a team together where Team A does the optional, Team B carries on with the quest. Just how I honestly like to do the leveling process. If I have a teammate that I know will be around consistently. Having one person to focus on boxes and one person to focus on optionals and one person that kind of tears through the quest. You'll end up with a lot more experience and a lot less time than, say, doing higher Skulled Reapers and just everybody marching forward. This one's kind of a pain because you have to race to get this box open, which means you have to, or save this box, which means you have to get that door open before they get it tore open, which I did not think about when I started opening this door.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, just recording some videos for the YouTubes on the tutorial side. What are you doing? Back from your break?
Yeah, just looking at gear.
Oh, the classic question. Yeah, right now I'm doing all the optionals in Ruined Halls.
Oh, what level are you?
I'm level 8.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm currently just working my way through the House K quest in that one bar as this little video set. Alrighty, so this direction lies the shrine for the quest. Pretty sure it's just this one shrine. But that trap can be a bit of a pain. Again, if you can just disarm it, then no big. But not everyone can get those traps disarmed. If you have to dance through the particles, you can. I think you can time it. You just got to be really, really cautious. Wow, Soul of Cruelty caster and some sort of champ to do this optional. A Plague Reaper, no less. Getting all the goodies today. Now, you might be asking, Samus, why aren't you breaking any of the breakables in this quest? And the answer is easy. Monsters spawn out of this quest, and I hate breaking breakables. What was that, Beef?
But constantly, I'm asking myself that question.
I tried breaking some breakables in some of the quests earlier today.
I saw that in Proofs of the Poison.
I know. I feel dirty just thinking about it. Welcome, Storm Wolf. I'm not saying that I never break breakables, but when I do, I feel dirty afterwards.
Don't you have like a 7 SP spell that's like specifically for breaking breakables?
I do, and I was using it. I was using it a lot in that quest. Oh, there's a lever over here. Forgot it. Didn't see it. Alright, now this is generally the point in the quest where I run past all the monsters. Let them break their own boxes and fight it out amongst themselves. If you're by yourself, I typically run past this control panel as well. But if there's a couple of people, I like to go ahead and get it because it can tear up a party pretty fast. The first guy, it's pretty clean escape. The second guy, it tends to get. So it's always nice to take a second if you can and make life easier for everybody else. Can I target this Reaper now? There we go. Thank you. Alright, summon the healer. Come here. Go in attack mode. Distract all the things. So I can loot my chest and leave. I got my experience. I got mine. It's time to go. The real question is, do we want to add Taming the Flames to this this tutorial? Probably, right? Yeah, why not? We have 2 more quests then in this what's the name of this bar again? The Everfull Flagon quests. Forgotten Caverns.
Would you like some company?
Sure, you're level appropriate. You're always welcome. Anyone on Solona, as long as you're level appropriate, is welcome.
I am slightly smaller than you.
That's still fine. Did you TR in preparation for things, did you?
I wanted to get my last Warforged life out of the way so I can not play robots anymore, because I do not care for them.
Yeah, it's all about the build, right?
I just do not like the docents.
Oh yeah, docents are a little bit different to kind of adapt to.
Well, they have different stuff. They don't have healing amp, they have repair amp, and nobody casts repair spells on you in the Reaper party.
Yeah, you can get
Stonework in this room is cracked and
you can get
frosted
some of that
over
stuff
from
going.
shading
It is a much
the ice
trickier.
Yeah, so this life, I'm going to be pure wizard, and I'm going to repair myself. Bring my own wrench.
That is often the way to go. Can't get this floor to fall out. When you break all these, when you get all these methods, there we go. The floor should fall out on you.
You are struck by the familiar aromas of pungent mushrooms
Should do,
and
anyway.
even more pungent trolls.
Beef is grabbing the key. That key will open this door right here, and you can carry on. I'm gonna go do this optional. That door can be picked with a relatively minor open lock score. Again, no reason not to get the key unless you just are stubborn. In addition to the optional, I believe there are 2 collectibles down here, and the 2 mushrooms, the chest, and the shrine is here. So if you feel like you're going to need one of the shrines, there's 2 shrines in this quest. If you need one of them, you have to clear out that optional. The second one is a little bit further ahead up here.
It's behind the locked door, though.
But it is a breakable door. It is a breakable door.
That's right. But you have to have 18 strength?
Yeah, 18 strength or access to like a fireball spell or something.
Yeah, some
Nate
amount of
says
strength.
don't die. I mean, I'm not as worried about dying now as I am doing the hardcore
Maybe that's
server.
to me.
Maybe it is to you.
I did have to fight 2 Reapers over here.
Wow.
That's done.
Yeah, there's a mushroom over here that I wanted to get and grab for the record.
The stink of this underground storehouse is indescribable. Trollish habits could have created such a startling bouquet of smells.
It was just in general? Alright. Well, in general, just don't die.
Alright.
I'll put that on my
In general,
list.
I will try not to.
Yeah. I'll only do it once at the end of my life. How's that sound? There's
I make no promises.
like, nope. I will be legally dead 3 times before I go. Watch me.
All the trolls have
I always tell this story every time I do this quest. But my very first int tome came out of this quest. +1. And it was just after one of the anniversary cakes, so I had already eaten a +1 anniversary cake to intelligence. And so I sold that +1 int tome for 1,000,000 gold on the auction house, and I felt like a king. Because it was right as one of the times, I'm sorry, ran right past Taming the Flames. One of the times in the game where gold and plat was actually a little bit more difficult to come by. Not Scoodles Noodles. Just finished the 5e session and your druid hit level 2. Nice. Do you need an arty buff by any chance?
Sure.
Alright. Do you want a +1 to your weapon or +1 to your armor or both?
Sure.
Oh man, I like where your head's at. And one of those too, even.
Oh, I have
body is blasted by
spells I didn't slot. Whoops.
I feel that. Alright, so this quest has got a lot of running around back and forth and back. I'm going to go through it the most efficient way I know how. You're welcome to take a slightly different approach if you'd like, but this way seems to be the quickest way for me. There's a lot of lockout points for people.
Change your imbue to ice.
What was that?
Change your imbue to ice.
Oh, that's a good idea. Good call. Although acid seems to work so-so at least. Let's get this Fear Reaper back here. Alright, so this is one of these annoying little lockout points that I was talking about. It's really not necessary that everyone go down here, but like right in this area, I think it's right on this line as a matter of fact, is a lockout position. So normally what I do is I jump straight down here and I proceed to open this chest and then run out as quick as I possibly can. You can take your time and try to jump around all these fire jets, which I'd recommend. They do hurt quite a bit. Ah.
It doesn't. That wall that locks you out doesn't come up until you open the chest.
Ah, good tip. Thank you, Beef. And then the lockout is controlled by a couple of methods that Beef smashed while we were up here, or while we were running through. So again, anytime that you have an opportunity to have a couple of different people help you out, makes a big difference. Go ahead and summon the hireling here to heal Beef up. And this combat's over. I'll cast the reconstruct spells on you. These are really ineffective reconstruct spells. Also, in the hardcore server, I needed a lot of smoldering embers for something I was crafting a lot of, probably the sonic spell power items. So I ended up running through this quite a bit, just trying to farm up those collectibles. I recommend when you beat everything down here the first time, you take the time to open this lever as well. Every place you see like a lava pit like that, elementals will respawn. Makes it pretty easy to get your 50 Slayer in, or whatever you want to call it, objective. You'll know where the fire elementals will spawn at least. And then I suggest you pick a direction and you always go that direction. In this case, we're going to go right. So you're going to end up having to run back and forth through this at least one additional time. So wherever you haven't been, monsters will respawn, or there'll be monsters along that pathway. So if you go the way you've already been, then you only have to deal with the respawning fire elementals. And then one or two like story monsters towards the end. I saw you casting a fire spell on that earth elemental beef.
Yep, he died.
You want to cross our fiery streams? Roar. Alright, and this guy's going to be like, if you really want to help, get the demons behind that door.
If you're here to rescue me, you can kill the methods behind that door there to drop this infernal barrier.
And you go can do.
With the enchantments lifted from this room, Master Fulvio seems to be...
You gonna remember to cast your or prepare your spells?
Nah.
I didn't think so. Alright, so again, out the way we came in. If you have a D-door, you can take a D-door. It's obviously great. Nothing like being hit by a lightning bolt and dropping dead in one hit. Yeah, that happened to me on the hardcore server a couple of times. It is devastating no matter what system you're in. Alright, we got some respawns.
Do you want me to stay here and just talk to him when you're done over there, or do you have to bring that thing back to him?
I think you can just talk to him once I do the thing.
Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to go with you?
No, it's fine. That'll save us quite a bit of time. And again, that would be a good way of showing people that, you know, one of the teamwork things were two people. I've been trying to express that if you have a couple people with you, you can save an awful lot of time in a lot of these quests. Shoot this fire elemental in the face, though.
Your clothes are starting to singe and blacken. You better move
Somewhere along this pathway, there'll be a random... Whoa! Solar cruelty... 2 solar cruelty methods? Oh no, one's a shadow. Oh wow, I think DDO wants me dead real bad all of a sudden. I got 2 of those, but... Anyway, somewhere along this path, Once you jump down to the bottom, there'll be at least one random spike trap. It's not really random, but they're like 3 different spots it'll spawn. Just kind of gotta have your danger sense running. It can be on this door, it can be on the door where it was, or it can be somewhere along the middle. I think it can even be on this side of the door as well. Oh, the boss is on her way downstairs. Hopefully she'll let me finish this quest before getting into any deep subjects.
You need to finish your quest before you get into the subject.
Yeah, we're almost done here. Alright.
Good evening, Mrs. Samius.
Hello.
Oh, see, I told you, sometimes there's 2.
To what?
2 of these traps. That's fine. I'm not that worried about it. You don't have to go down that way and engage this fight unless you both want to, or you need to res somebody. Obviously, every fight you can skip is a fight that you don't have to worry about. And we have a champion light-bearing fire elemental. That seems fair.
Looks like you actually have to bring the scroll to him. Let me talk to him.
Well, I haven't got it looted yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I got quite a mess over here right this second.
The quest objective changed to deliver it, so
Yeah.
I thought that you picked it up.
Nah, not yet, unfortunately. No, this light bearer fire elemental healed itself all the way full and dropped my hit points down to 19. So, and then thought I had this Reaper under control, but there was a fire and a Carnage Reaper, so a little bit of a problematic situation. All right, so I'm gonna loot this scroll quest objective here. The planar binding scroll, and we're gonna see if Beef can talk to the end guy. All right, I picked it up. He says. All right, so we got to run it back. Not a big deal. So we need one more method, fire method for that optional, and 24. Oh, I found it.
Oh, I'm locked in here too.
24 more fire elementals for that optional, and we have to get at least 3 more elementals to finish the quest objective. So I have to stop and pick up at least 3 more elementals on the way back. Should not be a problem.
Well, all these methods at the end are aggroed on me through this door that I can't go through.
Excellent. Way to hold aggro, good buddy. Alright. Oh, come on. You're almost dead. Come on, get out of the way. Here we go. Alright, so that part of the quest objective is done. You could stand here and fight 20 more fire elementals all day. Not a big deal. Unless they're champion fire elementals, they're really not that scary.
Mark of Chaos Fire Elementals? Pretty scary.
I said champion, right?
Yeah.
Any champion fire elemental is scary. Short of that, regular fire elementals are not scary. Alright.
We had a Mark of Chaos Quick Foot Caster. Improved with poison yesterday.
Oh, that does sound
And
terrible.
it did extra pierce damage on hit and also applied a some sort of an evil dot.
Wow.
It wiped our party with the one guy.
There we go. Not bad. How long did that take? It took us 12 minutes. You can shave a lot of time off of that if you happen to have a D door, like your level 7, level 8
Yep.
Sork.
Or if you're doing it for favor, you can buy the Michael the Pious, level 11 fighter, his D-Door.
Yep. All those things are very, very true. Alright, everybody, with that, those should be the quest in the Everfull Flagon. I'm going to run back and grab those. Help Beef if he'd like to go back and do those Flagon quests, or those quests again for the favor. And if not, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Toodles.